Oh, now I know what you're thinking. Who the fuck is this guy? He's not a pop star. The title said becoming. Touch a little lesson in media literacy. How you like them apples? You're wrong, basically. Basically, I tricked you. I'm not yet a pop star. I am becoming. As I was saying, we're gonna take a bunch of my stuff, I'll show you what it is in a minute, and I'm gonna sell it at a couple places to make a little extra. It's easier for me just to come out and tell you the title of the video and the reason for it. This is what it costs to become a pop star. The forgotten nature of it, and how the starving artist is very popular in media, and it should stop. Let's go get ready.
You go back out, something to replace. I try to move on from your lingering taste, but how'd I get here?
I have to grab and put together the stuff I'm gonna sell. Some of it's right here, and then we'll talk more a little bit about what it means to become a pop star and what those costs are. I'm already kind of late, so I need to hurry. I'm pretty tired of wearing my boots, so we're gonna wear the greatest sneakers ever made. Just the classic low top Van. I got the stuff ready to sell. I'm hoping to make enough money. When you commit yourself to doing something this out there and insane, like telling your family you're gonna leave and move to LA and become one of the biggest pop stars in the world, it has to be sacrifices that have to be made. I have to move to an apartment next month, and I would like new equipment. I want to upgrade this camera so I can make my content better. Like, sacrifices that have to be made while you try to do this. All right. This place is so cool. I can't afford a thing in here, but it is cool. It is cool. Like, look at this. This is a $10,000 guitar. That's fucking insane.
Now I don't know how to act. All I know is I'll be leaving smelling like your perfume. I got your lipstick on my neck.
Okay, so I sold my stuff and made $251. Ah, cash is king. Hopefully I don't get fucking robbed. Hopefully Cash don't beat my ass and take mine. I don't think that made sense. Next, I'm off to this place to sell some of my... I'm hoping the audio from this is good enough, but... Hey, somebody was listening to Bad by Michael Jackson. The fuck am I? I'm selling my books. I don't know how much I'm gonna get total. But we'll see. They gave me fuck all. The guy didn't even want the books, which is fine because one of them was an Elton John book that I bought. I actually may keep it and read it. The rest I still need to get rid of, so I'll find somewhere else to sell them. I lost my car. My back hurts. My shoulders from this stupid backpack. How did I do this when I was in school? It must be, I'm getting old. That must be it. I'm getting old. It's gotta be it. I found my car. This is kind of like the grind of what it's like. It's funny because when I was waiting to sell my stuff at Guitar Center, there was this lady waiting in line, and we were talking about how, like, for everyone the economy is bad other than like uber rich people. And she said, I don't know how they expect people making $17 an hour to afford apartments that are like $3,000. I never actually had to live and pay rent in Iowa, but it's gotta be easier than that. It's strange to me that now everyone has to be a starving artist to do what they want to do successfully. Like, obviously business owners, whatever, everyone has had to go through rough times to get what they want. The fact that that's becoming the norm for everyone is insane. Somehow this idea has been pawned off onto everyone that we're supposed to all be working more than 40 hours a week, and that's the reason nobody can afford rent. I'm working 80 to 100 hours a week because I'm going to become a pop star. Doing that shouldn't be easy, and I understand that. And I am in the process of beginning to film a special video that you guys will see. You'll probably be able to tell what it is later on, but I'm not going to tell you now. Today is one of my content and music making days, so today I'm going to be making content, hence you're here. And you're probably thinking, Landon, we don't care. And to that I say, cool.
Come and see what happens next. All I know is I'll be leaving smelling like your perfume. I'm smelling like your perfume. I'm smelling like your perfume. All I know is I'll be leaving smelling like your perfume.
No, I don't know the time. No, I don't know the time or what I'm trying to do. Nope. I'll try it again. Yeah, what I'm trying to do, but nope. Oh shit, I said film in the first one. No, I gotta do it again. No, I don't know the day or what I'm trying to prove, but this is how I made perfume. It can't be a good thing that every time I get up to like move or anything I get really dizzy, right? Because it's probably because I'm not eating enough, but you know, it is what it is. Hold on. Listen to this. I filmed a large majority of the making of perfume. Open it up. Look at it. It is of my entire computer screen a recording of the top left half. What? Like, it's 50 minutes of 40 minutes of footage. And it's my whole computer. It's this part of it.
You gonna cry, you little Swiss fucking pussy?
I'm not gonna cry.
You're crying now!
I'm not.
It's annoying. Anyways, I had an idea for... That's charger. Why does that taste so bad? Oh, it tastes like poison. Don't do that. Don't do that. I had an idea. Hold on. I'm lost in admiration. Could I need you this much? Son of a bitch. Wait. I think it'll be okay. That'll work. Or when can I see you again? We shouldn't go on, this can't be the end. When can I see you again?
Here's the real blockbuster. Brace yourselves, you might want to sit down.
I have not done dishes in like 2 weeks, so the dishes in here smell. And I also ran out of dish soap, so I just bought the cheapest hand like soft soap, and I'm just gonna use it because I don't know if it's gonna make it taste bad, but soap is soap, right? And I know not doing the dishes for like 2 weeks is and it's lazy and it's gross, but like happens. Life. I'm gonna throw up. Get over it. Is that cool? I wanted to try that. It is a new day. Today is one of my long work days. Instead of doing like 5 8-hour days, I try to work like 3 14-hour days and then like a few hours every other day in between there. I prefer that because it gives me more full days outside of that to work on music, make content, and do everything else. I try to hit anywhere between 50 and 60 hours a week at my remote job to have the money, which is like, that's a lot of work. But it's so necessary. Savings, spending on like, I need a new apartment, and then every other dollar is like, how do I make my content better? How do I make my music better? Make myself more entertaining, make my fashion sense better, everything. It's expensive. That's what I'm trying to say. Cost a lot of money. It's very expensive. I don't know what accent I'm doing. No! Guys, my bracelet just broke. Man. Somehow a piece fell off of it, but it's still good. Look at. Oh, we're good. All right. I need to get going. When can I see you again? We shouldn't go on. This can't be the end. When can I see you again? I got new equipment. You see, I have been using this. It is a piece of garbage iPhone tripod to hold up my camera. The nice one that is huge I have that the camera's on now, and nope, where's it? This. It's got these bendable legs. This one is like grandpa penis. There is no stiffness in this thing at all. When I try to hold it up, it was supposed to fall over, but it didn't, but it doesn't work. So I got this new tripod. One that's nice, and it's not actually a piece of garbage. But I have to take it out of the packaging, and then we'll see what it can do with the camera on it. So, like, you're going to have to come with me, obviously. Alright, it's actually funny that this whole video has been about, like, what the sacrifices and the costs to become a pop star, how much work you have to put in to do this. My mom called me. We were talking about how I have to move into a new apartment next week, and, like, it's gonna be pretty tight if I can afford it. And she goes, I cannot believe she said these words. She goes, do you think it's worth the sacrifices you're making? Verbatim. Do you think it's worth the sacrifices you're making? And obviously, like, I'm not mad at her, or I don't judge her. Like, I get it. But the fact that, like, I'm making a video about this, and those are the words she uses, I find very funny. Without thinking, the first thing out of my mouth was like, I literally said, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Of course, these sacrifices are worth it. They're not paying off now, but, like, my numbers are slowly increasing. I'm slowly seeing progress. I'm going to start selling merch because I've been making cool merch designs, and I actually think I have people that are interested in buying them. And, like, it will bring a little more money. And, like, when I put perfume out, the past week has been my biggest week in streaming numbers ever. And it's still not much, but, like, my Spotify follower count increased over 25% in the span of a week. Like, my numbers are bigger than ever. They're still not very high, but, like, it's progress. And for me, the sacrifices of, like, damn, I've been working 60 hours this week. It's about consistency. This is the beginning of me being truly consistent, and it's starting to show that it's working. Slowly, but it's working. And it's motivating. I totally forgot about opening this because this is called ADHD. Yes, not H, it's a H. Because I don't know what the hell is going on. Because I haven't. It's this thing of, like, no great thing should come easy, and no remarkable thing should come fast. Like, I'm not expecting to be famous tomorrow. Taylor Swift is the most famous person on the planet. She's 33 years old. 34 now. She's 34 years old. I'm 21. That's 13 years from now. If I have 13 years to become the most famous person on the planet, if I can't do it in 13 years, I'm not, like, take me out behind the barn. My goal for the end of the year is simply I am making money solely from music, which I don't think is that hard. I don't think that's that unrealistic. If I start it right now and go take the progress from the past week and I extrapolate that until December 1st of this year, I think it's pretty realistic for me to be making, like, an affordable living from music. That's all I want right now. Of course, if somebody's going to say, hey, Landyn, I'm going to give you two options. You get to pick one or the other. Fame, fortune, pop star, immediately right now. Or it's going to be a tricky decision, or we'll give you $3,000 a month and a few 100,000 Spotify listeners, and you can make rent. It's not a hard decision which one to pick now. I'm in no hurry to get here. I just want to get here. I'm in a hurry to get here by the end of the year. And I think that getting to this place of money just for music and content and my branding and audience and whatever, I think that's realistic. Like I said, doing something remarkable shouldn't come fast. I don't know what I was going to do with this. This looks like the thing... Oh my gosh, what movie is that? What movie do they go where they take it and they, like, it's drugs? Like, the drugs look like this, where they go and they suck it and it, like... Oh my gosh, what movie is that? Oh! It's Iron Man 3. It's the scene where they're on Hollywood Boulevard. They're at the Chinese theater. At the beginning of Iron Man 3, when Happy is following that guy, he's like, can you regulate? And he goes... and he explodes. That's the scene. That's what this reminded me of. ADHD. How does this go together? I probably should have read the instructions. I'm going to figure this out, and then I'm going to put this here. I should think of a cool effect to do. I have an idea. Just go. That's it. Just one of these. Just. Alright, this is the new tripod. I like it. It feels very stable, and this is not a small camera. I have no way to show you the camera, obviously, but, like, it feels very stable. Like, my other tripods would literally, like, the whole thing would just tip. This whole thing kind of goes back to the cost of doing this. You have to make your own content. You have to do this. You have to build an audience, which I have no problem with because I like making stuff. I like being creative, movies, content. I have to treat it like it's art because I want to make this art. I want to make it entertaining. One of the sacrifices now is vinyl record equipment to make my content better. Like, I really want more vinyl. There's some albums that have come out that I like. That new Declan McKenna album, I really, really want it on vinyl. But new camera, new tripod, new equipment to make my music sound better, new whatever to make my videos stand out, new fashion, new clothes, so I look more like a pop star, so I stand out more. These things have to become the priority because I'm trying to do something so ludicrous. This whole process is so complicated. At points during my week when it's my third day in a row sitting in a Panera for 10 hours straight and just working on my remote job. Not talking to anybody, just working. When I have a few minutes in between posting on social media, it starts to feel like all the work feels so thankless. I'm working 80, 100, however many hours a week. A lot. Like very little free time. And not buying anything, not going to movies. I haven't seen Dune 2 yet, which is insane to me that I haven't seen Dune 2 yet. Any movies, really. I haven't really gone to anything, done anything, other than like work and make music and make content and then hang out with people occasionally. And at points it feels super isolating. It feels incredibly repetitive and very Groundhog Day. Then I see the progress and I see how my content is getting better and I see how my music is getting better and I see that my numbers are going up and that people are starting to comment and they actually care. I watch these things happen and I'm like, okay, maybe this is working. And that thing I talked about in that one video I posted talking about how after the Lisa Frankenstein premiere, it felt so clear and so guaranteed. I still kind of have that feeling. And I'm still trying to really ride that feeling. And you know, every time I'm driving or working or anything, I'm listening to business podcasts, music business, music production, motivational, whatever. Everything I can get my brain to absorb. So I'm busy. Like, I'm always listening to stuff that is not current. The only exception to that is that new music comes out on Fridays. I listen to a ton of it because I want to hear if I like anything new. So I continually am exposing myself to new music. Like, I didn't know TikTok was going to be banned until I think my aunt told me. It was like, you know, TikTok's going to be banned. I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I literally have no idea what you're talking about. Because I'm posting on TikTok and Instagram and Snapchat and YouTube and like Threads and everywhere, and I'm working and I'm making music. Every time I go on like Reddit or Twitter or Threads, everywhere talking about the current music industry, all these people that I see spending forever talking about this stuff, if they spent the 3 hours that they spent just complaining, they probably could have like made a pretty good TikTok video. They could have punched up that production or finished writing that song they were working on that they're not going to finish. I am so chronically online on social media, it's insane because I'm trying to promote my music and my brand and my audience and build everything. But the second I'm done with that, I'm gone. I don't linger. I'm here, and when I'm not here, I'm working. I think that is one of the deciding factors on who becomes successful, and I'm trying to emulate that for myself. Can I control that it's not fair that I'm only making basically nothing whenever somebody streams my music? It's not fair. It's not fair that I'm doing this for free. It's not fair that I'm making no money streaming. It's not fair that record labels are taking this much and that I have to do this myself and then they want to come in and just take what I've done. And it's not fair, and none of it's fair. If I were to sit and complain and tell you everything wrong with the music industry right now, if we were to sit down, it would take hours. It would take hours. And you know how much would change by the time we were done having that conversation? You know what would change about the music industry? Nothing. But you know what I could have done with that time to get myself further in my career, and then when I'm further, I can start to change things? I could have done so much more productive work with that time. And that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm focusing on right now. I can't control everything else. I can only control my output. I can only control how good is my music? How catchy is my music? How original is my music? How good is my songwriting, my production, my mixing, my voice? How good is the cover art, the marketing?
How good is the content I'm putting out? How entertaining is it? How does it look? How is it edited? Is it funny? Is it bringing up people value? Is it something that people would want to show other people and be like, look, this is actually fun to watch, and not is it just shameless self-promotion, which I feel like is most content. I feel like is a lot of my content that I'm trying to improve and make it better for people to watch, to make it entertaining. It's the only solution to get what you want, is to control your output and what you are doing, because you can't control anything else. The title of this video being The Forgotten Cost of Becoming a World Famous Pop Star is that it costs your negative mindset. You have to stop blaming other people and saying this is why it's not working. Everyone that gets to that point has to do that. That's the forgotten cost, not the sacrifices you make along the way, like selling your stuff, like working more, like giving up your free time. Those are the sacrifices. What it costs is a negative mindset. You have to spend that away. You have to give it up. It is costing everything. Everything. Like, it has become my life. And I'm going to do this all with my own drive, however long it takes. Cost is everything. Yeah.
I got shivers down my back. Now I don't know how to act. All I know is I'll be leaving smelling like your perfume.